Hey, what's happening, Facebook? Just Stoddard here. Very excited about sharing a lesson with you. Hopefully it's too loud. I've got my air conditioning running over here. My office has some heat issues until now, so hopefully that's not too loud for you. But I learned something interesting today, in the sense that all too often we talk about ourselves too much in the sales process, and the reality is they don't care about us. Right? We've covered that part before. But when you move from avoided solicitor to coveted, sought after mentor and leader, something happens, something has to happen, and which is you have to stop talking about yourself, at least at first. The reality is they don't care about you. The reality is they care about what's painful to them and fixing what's painful to them. And sometimes they don't know what's painful to them. And so you have to expose and highlight the pain. I was in a conversation just this morning, and I had asked the person that I was speaking with, I said, if you could describe where your business is at now, is it exactly where you want it to be, or is it a little off where you want it to be? And she said, it's mostly where I want it to be. I said, okay, mostly where you want it to be. It sounds like you're close, but there's still a gap. So let's talk about that gap. If there was one thing that you could fix in your business that would mean the most to you, what would that be? She said, I'd really like to raise my commission, going from 5.5% to 6%. And so I responded with, great. So let's talk about what it entails, because you don't have that higher commission. How many more deals do you have to close to earn the same amount of money? And how much time away from your family? And what are you having to say no to in order to produce that extra income? Or what things in life are you saying no to that you can't afford because you don't have that higher commission? And so I exposed the pain. Again, for her, business is great, business is fine. But when I really went into a little bit more depth of exposing, okay, there's an issue here. And now I highlighted, began asking questions about what in life isn't right or isn't how you would want it to be, because we have this pain point. Now all of a sudden this wound is exposed and I can actually apply the ointment. Before, she didn't even know the pain was there. If I tried to put ointment on it, she's like, I'm fine, right? But now that I had identified it, now I could position myself in this way and say, if I were to partner with you in helping you to close that gap and to get your commissions up to where it was 6%, to where you could legitimately sit across the table in any listing appointment and tell the people on the other side, I charge 6% because of this. And it wasn't chicanery. It's not some fancy way of you saying things, but there was legitimate value and confidence in you that you charge 6% for a reason, and it was in their best interest to hire you at that point. Would that be important to you to move your business and your value proposition and the way and the confidence with which you speak it to that point? Would that be valuable to you? Yeah, that'd be amazing. Great. Let's set up a time when you and I can walk through exactly how we do that, how we raise your value and how we raise your confidence in speaking and communicating that, so that without any question, you can sit across the table and get that amount knowing that it's in the best interest of the client. When would be a great time for us to get together? Would it be, do you have any time Thursday or Friday of this week at maybe these times? So that at that point, I'm closing them on the next appointment, right? But again, all too often, we begin giving this kind of like mindless dump of what corporate told us to tell them about what's great about us and our company and our escrow officers and our service and my value to you. I have no idea what their pain point is yet. And even if I do, they don't. They've got a blind spot around it. So it becomes essential for you to, again, expose the pain, highlight the pain. Now we can go to work on solving it together. And they need me now. They recognize that they need me. Hopefully this has been helpful for you in moving from avoided solicitor to sought after mentor and leader in our series, Sales is Leadership. Enjoy and go apply this. Have a great day. Oh, and by the way, give me a like and a share. It'd mean the world to me. Have a good one. See ya.